All right, I'm just, as usual, going to give it 30 seconds, a minute or so to let people start joining in. Nice and fresh in Melbourne this evening. Probably something like 10 degrees, so we'll get moving soon so I get to get warm as well. All right, again, I'll just give it a little bit longer, a few more people to join in. Turn the lights on. All right. I'll get started, and those that join can jump in on the warm-up once you're in on the live feed. So this is week 4 for me. Welcome back to anyone who's done any of my sessions so far. If not, my name's Tammy. I'm part of the 776BC team here in Melbourne. I'm also an Olympic weightlifter in the Masters category for 35 to 39, and I'm a strength and conditioning coach. So for today, for our session, you don't need any equipment other than a chair, something like a kitchen chair, or even the couch will work. What we're going to do, we're going to run through a warm-up together, and then we're going to do a bit of an accessory leg circuit. So accessory work is a really big part of a weightlifting program. Olympic weightlifting is fast, dynamic movement, so it's important that we do accessory work. So I'm going to take you through a little bit of accessories, and then we're going to finish off with just some 2-minute blocks of work for 3 rounds at the end, just to change it up and get that heart rate up. So we'll start off with our warm-up. It will run for 4 minutes. It will be an every minute on the minute, so we will do 2 movements in the minute, and any time that's left over at the end you'll rest before we repeat it following 3 times. So just grab yourself a little bit of space, and we'll get started. So I'm just going to set our timer. Okay, take those feet nice and wide, and we're going to go into some windmills, so toe to toe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, into 10 squats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so we have 20 seconds rest, and then we will repeat. So if you can take those feet nice and wide again, getting ready for those windmills. And we go in 3 seconds. And off we go, 20 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 10 squats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. 15 seconds or so, rest, and then we go again. 2 more rounds in 10 seconds. In 3, feet nice and wide, and off we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 10 squats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. 15 seconds rest and we'll do one more round. Heart rate should be a little bit elevated, but not too much. So again, bring those feet nice and wide for the last 20 windmills. And off we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Last 10 squats for the warm up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And rest. All right. So that's our warm up. Like I said, the heart rate should be up a little bit, but you shouldn't be too out of breath. Just basically wanted to move, get those legs warm, get those hamstrings stretched out if you've been sitting down all day. So the next section we'll go through is a strength circuit. So we're going to do the rounds together. Basically I've given you three movements, and a 1 minute rest at the end. And then once our 1 minute rest is over, we repeat, and we're going to go through that 3 times. So I'm just going to set up our clock. Like I said, all you'll need for this one is a chair. So if you don't have one, grab yourself a chair and we'll get started in about 20 seconds. Okay. All right. Our 3 movements will be our Bulgarian split squat, a sumo stance squat, and also Romanian deadlifts. So with all of these, effectively, we're going to be basically targeting the entire leg. So we're going to be hitting quads, hamstrings, and glutes. And the legs will be feeling, I suspect, fairly fatigued afterwards, but shouldn't be too bad. So let's get started. The very first one is going to be the Bulgarian split squats. This is where you'll need your chair. So I'll show you the setup. If you're not familiar with the movement, one foot will come back onto your chair or your couch that you're using, and then you'll lunge down. Your depth is dependent on what you're able to do, as long as you're not in pain when you're doing this. Otherwise, make an adjustment with the leg to make sure that you're moving pain-free. So we're going to do 12 on one leg and swap and do 12 on the other. So when you're ready, start your 12 reps. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I've done my 12. I'm going to swap straight onto the other leg for our 12 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, give it a bit of a shake out before we move into the sumo stance squats. So with the sumo stance, now we take the feet nice and wide. Okay, with the sumo stance, we're not going to hit as much depth, and that is completely fine. We will go for 12 reps here, again on your own pace. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Good. So the idea behind the wide stance, we're now hitting those inner hamstrings and adductors. The last movement in the circuit before we get a 1 minute rest is our RDL. So with our RDL, we're now on one foot. We're going to tip from the hip and go opposite hand to toe and squeeze up. You should feel the hamstring. It doesn't matter how much depth you actually get in this one, as long as you feel that hamstring and you're making sure you're keeping that foot balanced. So we'll do 6 on each leg. So pick which leg to start off with. Opposite hand to toe. Off you go, nice and steady for 6 reps. 1, 2, try and keep those hips in a line if you can. 3, 4, 5, 6. When you're ready, swap sides. One side's probably going to be a little more challenging if it's not your dominant leg, so move slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. So we'll have our minute rest. So just shake it out, and the next one we'll move a little bit faster because I won't need to talk through it as much. With each of these movements, as I said at the start, we're isolating different areas of the leg. So with the Bulgarian split squat, you would have felt it in your glutes and probably in your quads. With the sumo stance squat, you would have felt it, like I said, in those inner thighs or hamstrings and adductors. And then again with the last movement that we did, which is the RDL, you would have definitely felt that in the glute and the hamstring. That's what you're looking for. If you didn't quite get it in the first round, let's see how we go in the second one. Okay, so we have 15 seconds and then we'll be starting back on the Bulgarian split squats for 12 on each leg. So choose which leg you're going to start with. Okay, and off we go, 12 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Swap it straight over to the other side. 12 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Straight into that sumo stance squat. So now take your nice wide stance, 12 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. If you finish those, set up for those RDLs. So choose again which leg you're going to start with. Nice and slow, opposite toe to hand to toe, tip from the hip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you've done your 6, swap sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. We get our minute rest before we repeat one last time. Hopefully that round you started to get a little bit more for a feel for what we're looking for. So in this last round, I always say the third round's the best round because you start to figure out what's going on. Any of these movements as well can be done weighted. If you're experienced in these movements and want to advance it a little, you could use weights if you're doing them at home. But you can see how quickly that we can get through them. And this is just working on the legs. Usually we do upper body as well. Okay, so we've got just under 30 seconds and we start again from the top with the Bulgarian split squat. Okay, 15 seconds. Okay, decide which leg you're going to start on, get yourself set up. And off you go, 12 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Swap it straight over if you've done your 12 reps to the other leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Set up for that sumo squat if you're ready. Nice and wide. Remember, trying to hit those inner thighs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Finishing off, RDLs, 6 reps each side. Nice and steady. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Change sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. Rest. All right. There's the legs warm anyway. So that was just a bit of an example of a strength circuit, anywhere from 3 to 5 rounds. And you can add in more movement, so it's a combination of lower and upper body. But that was a nice little leg burner. I liked that one. So we'll move into our conditioning. I'll explain the way this one will work. I've called them 2-minute sprints. So again, this week you can choose the way you want to structure this workout depending how you're feeling. Each movement, there's 4 movements, will have 12 reps each. I'm going to demonstrate options for each before we start. You move through at a pace or as quick as possible, and your remaining time at the end of the 2 minutes is a rest before we repeat it again. So it's only going to be 6 minutes of work because it's only 3 rounds. So again, it's up to you how fast you do it, and a couple of ways to change it. In terms of if you don't want to sprint, which is completely fine, you can reduce the reps or take the entire 2 minutes to do all of the movements. It's up to you. It depends what you want to get from this workout. But let me demonstrate it first and then you can make a decision. So the first movement will be 12 plyo lunges. So with the plyo lunge, again, this depends on if you've got any knee issues as well. We'll need to change it. But the plyo lunge is basically a dynamic lunge. If you find that a little challenging in terms of it's not great for your knees, a regular lunge to the depth that you feel most comfortable. So it doesn't need to be knee touching the ground, so you can adjust that as needed. So that'll be 12 reps. And then we have elbows to plank, or plank to elbows. So we'll start off in that plank position. And we'll come down to the elbows. You can drop down and work from the knees as well if you need to. That's movement 2. Then you'll need your chair. This will now be basically an ab movement where we bring the toes up to the target of the chair. So again, if that's a little challenging to do that one, just change it to a regular sit-up or a crunch or like a side-to-side crunch, whichever one is most comfortable for you today. And then we'll finish off with 12 regular squats. So just your regular stance for this squat, making sure we open the hips at the top. Again, work to a depth that's most comfortable for you. By all means, use your chair as a target if you prefer. So see how you go. I've set it as 12 reps. Reduce the reps if you need to get through it. If you're finding in that, especially in that first round, you're not able to get through all the reps, make an adjustment for the second 2 rounds. So I'm just going to set up our timer. So again, if you need a mat or anything, get yourself set up. Just while I fix our timer up. Nope, not working, sorry. Okay, so I'm going to talk you through the movements as I'm doing them, and then hopefully by the second round you'll be okay to move on as you are ready. Alright, so our very first movement will be those plyo lunges or whatever variation of lunge that you're choosing to do for today. Okay, we're going to get a 3-second count in. And off we go, plyo lunges. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, I'm going to come down for my elbows to plank to elbows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Next movement, toes to target, or your regular sit-ups. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And I finish off with 12 squats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. I get a 20-second rest before we go again. If you need to make changes for the next round, reducing reps or changing movements, by all means, please do. Okay, starting off with those plyo lunges in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, off you go. 2, 4, 6, 10, 11, 12. Plank to elbows. Six. 10, 11, 12. Toes to target. 6, 10, 11, 12, 12 squats. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's a little bit faster time. 30 seconds rest for me. Keep finishing it off if you're not quite done. 20 seconds and last and final round. So in this round, try and maintain what you've done in the last round, but if you need to make changes, make the changes. 3 seconds, and go. 6, 12. 6, 11, 12. 6, 12. Last 12 squats for me. 6, 10, 11, 12. So over 30 seconds left on the clock. If you're still going, finish strong. Okay, 20 seconds to go. Good, 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and time. Ooh, that was a nice one. Nice little burner. Hope you enjoyed that one. I like the interval style training. If you've been following along the last few weeks, you'll see I usually do a similar format. Let me know how you went in the comments in that workout, or if you have any feedback or any questions, by all means, please comment, and I'll answer them after the live session. So thanks for having me again. I'll see you guys next week, but make sure you tune in for the rest of the athletes that will be taking you through a workout in the coming days and week. Have a good evening, guys.